Welcome back to Today on Display. Our first guest today is digital creator, branding genius, as well as pilot and adventure Alex Coten. Let's take a look at some video highlights to get us started. Okay, please help me welcome Alex Coten. What's up, Alex? How's it going?
Having me here today.
Yeah, we're super excited. I mean, I want that life. How do I get that? That looks super fun. I mean, you were underwater, you were fishing, you were in all kinds of vehicles. Would you say you're a thrill seeker?
I think it's safe to say a professional thrill seeker.
I think so. So now, Alex, as a social media expert, you know that social media profiles are how you present yourself to the world. So today, we want to take a look at yours with a game we like to call Posted Up. So, Posted Up is basically us digging up your post and you giving us the story behind it. Whatever story you want to tell is fine with us, either how you capture the content, if there's a little bit of a horror story there, or something that maybe we didn't even get to see as part of the post. So let's take a look at the first post that we pulled for you. Okay, I am jealous of this right off the bat because of the caption, which just says, lunch trip to the Keys. I mean, is this how you live your life? Do you just like jet set off to wherever you want on a quick lunch break?
Well, sometimes. So I've been really fortunate that I've done a great job networking in aviation. So I have a lot of cool opportunities to fly interesting aircraft and have fun with my friends. So most of it's unplanned. It happens on the fly. But yes, I try to do something fun in an airplane or helicopter a few days a week.
Did you say on the fly on purpose?
On the fly.
That was a pretty good one. You beat me to
Yeah,
it.
good one.
So when you said that you were jetting to the Keys, you're based in Tampa?
Based in West Palm Beach.
In West Palm Beach. So how quick is a flight to the Keys?
So it's about a 6.5 hour drive, but in a jet, it's about 32 minutes.
Awesome. Yeah. If you ever want to call me up and fly me somewhere, I'm all on board.
Hey, this weekend.
Let's do it. Let's take a look at the second post that I pulled for you. Oh my goodness. And if you keep watching that, it actually almost looks like you go upside down. Do you?
We do, yeah. So that's a max performance climb in an F-16. So you take off, you go to the end of the runway, then you pull straight up, then around upside down.
I mean, roller coaster, schmoller coaster. Who needs that when you can do it with a plane? That's
right.
crazy.
It's a 16,000-foot roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. So I'm guessing there's no fear of heights, no motion sickness, none of that?
A little bit of motion sickness once in a while. That was the hardest flight in my life.
The one that we just saw?
That was my bucket list to fly with the military in a military fighter jet.
Oh my, and when did that take place?
That took place in November of 2019. And it's an impossible task for a civilian to pull that off. So I was told for the past 15 years, it'll never happen, never happen, never happen. And when I hear it's never gonna happen, that gets me more focused and more interested in making that happen. So I was fortunate enough to do a marketing campaign for the Air Force and create content at Nellis Air Force Base and fly in an F-16.
Oh my gosh, so you made it happen. I mean, I feel like that's a thing for a lot of us, but I'll speak for myself. Yeah, if somebody says no, I'm like, okay, you're not telling me no. I'm definitely turning that no into a yes. So really, really cool. And I mean, wow, that footage, is that with a GoPro?
That was with a GoPro. I'm the only person to handhold a GoPro in a fighter jet like that.
That's insane. All right, let's take a look at.
Then the backstory there was
Please.
I wanted to be a fighter pilot. So in high school, I went to see a recruiter to join the Air Force. They told me no. They said, Alex, it's not for you. You need to go to college and pursue your business interests and career. So that's what I did. Then I got caught up running my businesses. And by the time I was 27 years old, I was too old to join the Air Force. And I wanted to tell this story to the youth. So a big part of this campaign I did with the Air Force was motivating the youth and showing them the opportunities out there and don't miss out like I did.
Good for you. I love that. Let's take a look at the next post that we dug up. Okay, so this is another thing that you just have lying around. Is this yours?
It is not. It's a friend. So the airplanes aren't mine. The cars aren't mine. The expensive toys are not mine. So I'm personally not there financially to a place where I can afford all these cool things. But I've been fortunate enough to meet the right people and make the right friends, and I'm able to operate any high-performance toy at a professional level, whether it's an airplane, a motorcycle, a speedboat. So I've created this amazing circle of people and built trust in people, so I've had access to all these cool things.
I mean, so it definitely seems it is who you know. It is who you know, and it also is what you know, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be letting you use their things if you were not professionally trained to use them. Those are expensive toys to lend out.
Absolutely. And we can all get there and have them, but we have to work really hard to get there. And that's kind of the story I tell and what I do.
I mean, that's great. It's really cool that you've worked so hard to actually pursue something that you have such passion for and be able to do it professionally. I think that's an inspiration to a lot of people. And then, of course, you telling the story to young people so that they can do sort of the same thing.
That's right. Everybody can do it if they put their mind to it.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the next one. This is wild. Your mom is losing her head. We'll say head. And this shows me you have a sense of humor, and also she reminds me of what I would be doing in these circumstances. So is she always like this when you take her up? How often is she a willing participant in this?
This was my first time getting her in any type of aircraft, let alone a helicopter. So I've gotten her into fast cars, Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and scared her to death. But this was my first time actually getting her in the air. She was a trooper, but she did not do that well with it. She was yelling and screaming the entire time. So I put together a 4-part series of before we take off, a couple videos in the air, then her reaction for when we landed.
It's pretty hilarious, and I think your mom, it's fair to say, is probably many of us is spirit animal. Like, that would definitely be me. I love when she's screaming at you and you're turning around with the GoPro and she's like, "Your face is helicopter." Yeah, it's pretty good. So you guys definitely go check them out on display to catch any of those videos and get the full commentary, because it's pretty classic.